Happy Thursday and happy Facebook Live time. I hope you guys are doing well in this after Christmas, pre-New Year's week. I just love this week because it's kind of just quiet and people are busy doing things, but I don't know, just really nice. My husband's home, my daughter's home. She's been sick, but home nonetheless. Anyway, it's been really nice, so I hope it has been for you as well. I have some really fun card today, a couple of announcements. The project is made with, actually originally made with the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper, which is retiring very soon. And so I'm redoing it with some of the new paper, the Symbol of Fortune Designer Series paper. And it's just gorgeous, stunning paper. And it's a very unique, interesting card. So I hope you guys are gonna love it. Before I get into the card, just a couple of quick announcements. Let's see. Well, first of all, feel free to share the video as I'm talking. Share it with your friends, whether you're on watching the live or the replay on YouTube or on Facebook. I really appreciate when you share. Helps me keep doing what I love and sharing with you guys. So please do that. So let's see what else. Okay, so we are winding down the year. We are about to launch a new catalog starting January 4th. And between now and the 3rd, the products that are in the mini catalog that are retiring, there's a lot of them, are, some of them on sale, some of them not. A lot of them are gone already, which is really sad. Some of the things I've shared recently, they've already run out of them. I can't find them on the website. So anyway, get what you want before they're gone. You have until January 3rd, of course. Let's see what else. So, of course, the January to June mini catalog starts January 4th. Celebration begins. Woohoo! All the fun freebies with every purchase. We love that. And I've got my product shares, my Taste of Sweet product shares offering going on right now. The reservation window closes on January 2nd. Now my shares are quite unique. Some of you probably are familiar with them if you follow me. I have a video on my website showing you all the product shares. I'm going to do a quick little run through tonight, just super fast, because the deadline is looming, right? It's only like, 3 more days? So January 2nd is the last day to order and purchase. Let's see what else. Just finished my watercolor techniques class Tuesday, and I have one kit remaining. If you missed that class and you're interested in it, I do have a kit available for that class. So there's that. Reach out to me if you're interested in that. And I guess last but not least, on the announcements front, I have my upcoming Maker's Mojo Creative Escape coming in January 22nd. And that's going to be super fun. We have 5 presenters all day long of tons of creative ideas and sharing. And I have decided to do an early bird little special. We'll see if anybody's interested in this little early bird special. The deadline to get it is January 7th. And what I'm going to do is, for anybody who registers and pays by January 7th, I'm going to prepare a kit to make most likely one of the projects that I'm going to share. So it's not going to be everybody's projects, and it's not going to be necessarily both of mine. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do, but at the very least, it will be one make and take kit that you can get in the mail, and I will just send that to you if you register and pay for the Maker's Mojo by January 7th. So what that means is you'll get it by the event date, and you might even be able to make the card with me very easily because all the work will be done for you. So consider registering for that event. It's a lot of fun. Okay, that's it for my announcements. I'm going to go ahead and face the camera down and get started with the project. And I see people joining in, and I've just been chattering away and not commenting and saying hello. But hello, Sharon. Hello, Melissa. I think I saw Chris arrive, and I don't know what other names. Sharon. I think I saw Sharon. Hi, Sharon. All right. I will catch up with comments after the live. All right, so just a quick little look at my Taste of a Sweet product shares. They're very unique shares in that they're not just paper, they're not just embellishments, they're not just bags and boxes and whatnot. They're a mix of each of the things that come in a suite. Hi, Laura Lee, good to see you here. So this is my menu. There are 8 shares, and each product share has 4 to 6 products. there's only one of the set. It's the Heart and Home that actually has 6 products. So they're priced based upon what's in them, and the prices are prorated, includes tax and shipping and the whole thing for the products themselves, and then you do pay shipping to have it shipped to you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear you got your catalog, Ginny. That's wonderful. And your menu, you got your product share menu. So just a quick little run through of these shares. So these are the first 3. Sweet Talk, which is the Valentine's, has little boxes and embellishments, ribbon, it's gorgeous designer series paper. Flowering Fields, the designer paper is in behind, so you have to watch my video if you want to see all the detail of the paper and those embellishments. The Symbol of Fortune, which is what we're going to be using tonight. And there are 4 products in that, and in behind there's this gorgeous shimmery paper. Can't really see it too well. The embellishments, and then this is just missing this ribbon. The ribbon wasn't available when I was able to order this, so that'll be coming soon. And can't wait to see that ribbon. Hopefully it's going to be available on January 4th. These other ones, Artfully Composed. This also has some paper tucked in behind there that you can't see, some gorgeous vellum. The New Horizons product share, 4 products in that. This paper is so gorgeous. And then we have the Abstract Beauty, Heart and Home, and Hey Sports Fan. So that's what all the product shares look like. Super fun. And if you are looking for that place on my website in order to look up all those details, just go to melissascraftingtreehouse.com, and on the menu on the top, one of the tabs is product shares. You'll see a product shares option for the January to June shares. Okay, so for today's project, like I said, we're doing a unique project that uses, let's see, I'm just fixing my light here. That uses a window sheet for the card. And I made my original design was for the December Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. This is my card. The designer paper is the Whimsy and Wonder paper. Love this paper, but it is gone. I'm so sad that it's gone, but can you see all the colors, the iridescent colors in that shiny specialty paper? It is just beautiful. And if you have this paper already, yay for you. Here's some of what I have left over of the paper. So my original plan was to make this card for you tonight with this designer paper, but because it is no longer available, I am going to make it with some of the new designer paper, which works beautifully with it. So for this design that you see here, the sentiment comes from Tidings and Trimmings, and this is still staying current, that Tidings and Trimmings set. And I'm using the Tasteful Labels die, this die in particular. And then on my remake, I'm going to use a sentiment from Special Moments. This is one of the celebration sets that you can get for free when you place an order starting January 4th. It is a level 2 set, so you have to spend $100 to get this set. But as you can see, let's see, what are there? 21 stamps in there, tons of really fun, simple sentiments. So yay for this set. I'm excited to play with it, and I'm glad I was able to use it on today's card. All right, so let's get started. So I don't know if any of you guys have worked with window sheets before, but they're really pretty thick. Hi, Linda. Good to see you here. So we're going to start with a window sheet that measures 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, it's invisible. Can you see it? It is really there, I promise. And I'm just going to score it down the middle. And you do have to go pretty hard on the scoring because it's plastic. It's not like paper. If you pressed as hard as I am on paper, you would actually tear the paper. But with the plastic, that's not a problem. In fact, you really need to do it so that it's well scored and it's easier to fold. And the next thing I need to do is fold it, of course. And it's going to need a little bit of help to really get a nice burnish on that fold. So I'm going to put my 2 ends together, and even though that score line's there, you can see it's still wanting to round. And as long as I just press real hard with my bone folder, I'm going to get a really nice crease. Now this card has no problem standing up. which I love. There's no way it's gonna like slide open like sometimes they do. So that's another nice thing that I like about this card. All right, so I am going to start with my inside. And for the inside of my card, I'm using some of this specialty metallic silver foil. Now, this is the one that's closest to the old foil. Thank you for sharing this video, Karen. I see that you shared. And this specialty foil has sort of, well, texture in it. It's brushed metallic foil. Hi, Sally. Good to see you here. I'm glad you found me. And I don't know if you can see those sort of striations in the paper. It's just gorgeous paper. And when you get this, you also get a full sheet of 2 other shades of silver that are, well, I don't know. How do I describe it? Different shades. I should have had it, should have grabbed it, but I forgot. Anyway, so because I don't want to waste this foil, I have cut out the center, but it's going to be hidden, and I'm going to show you how I hid it. So I've got some adhesive on the back side already. This is actually the inside, and the beauty of this is I'm going to be able to see it on the inside and on the outside because of the fact that the window sheet is clear, which is a lovely little feature. One of the things that makes it a fun and unique card. All right, so it's a little bit hard to figure out the middle there, but I'm getting it. Okay. Hopefully that's actually not off kilter. Now we're going to be able to hide some of that because it's clear, but I actually think I'm going to shift gears and do the front. I may have to move this around because I want the front to be square on and in the center. So I'm going to now grab my Designer Series paper. This is the paper I decided to use for this. Got these gorgeous gold elements, and I'm going to back it in the gold. I didn't bother to cut out the middle of the gold. These, of course, have adhesive on them. Just going to center it there on the gold. So I love this gray and gold, elegant, super elegant color scheme. There were other patterns in the paper pack that would have also looked beautiful, but I especially love those flowers. If you can call them flowers. I guess they're dandelions. They look like dandelions. All right. So next I'm going to grab some of my metallic mesh ribbon and just tie it around the bottom. I do have adhesive on the back, so I've got to make sure I get it into the position that it needs to be because it's going to want to stick. And I won't necessarily be able to move it around too easily with the adhesive on the back. I love this metallic mesh ribbon. Does anybody else love this ribbon? It is beautiful paper. I'm glad you like it, Ginny. So I hate to ask this, but have you gotten your paper yet? I know you've been waiting for that back order forever. And I know it shipped out on December 23rd, but that was so close to Christmas that I'm somehow skeptical that it actually got to you yet, but it's going to get there. I promise. There's no tracking number on it, so I can't actually look into it. So I'm glad you love this ribbon, Ginny. I keep buying rolls and going through them, and that doesn't happen for me very often with ribbon. This one just is so versatile, and I love the metallic, and I love how it fans out. So delicate. You can even color it. I don't know if you guys have seen me do that before, but that's a really nice feature of this ribbon as well. All right, trim this off. And this gives me sort of a spray, a little spray of that metallic look on the bottom. So pretty. All right, so now the front of my card. I'm actually going to I need to grab a dark piece of cardstock. That is a card body. Hold on. I'm going to grab a card body that's black. I want to be able to see the outside edge of my card body, and it's a little bit hard to see. You see how my silver's a little wonky under there, right? And here, I have an idea. I keep a little bucket of binder clips by my crafting space because sometimes you just need a little help holding things in place. And this is a perfect example of needing that. So I'm going to use my black card base as a guide. I'm going to just paper clip that on there, or binder clip that on there, so that I can see the outside edges of my card base and I don't have to imagine it or do any guesswork on that. All right, and I'm going to be fixing that silver piece on the inside shortly. Okay, so there's my focal piece. Yes, well, you've been so patient, Jenny, on waiting for your order. It's been making me crazy. Believe it or not, I've actually called Stampin' Up! Several times just to try to find out what there is to find out about it. And yeah, they've been helpful, but it's just tough when things are on back order. Okay, so now my silver on the inside is messing me up, so I'm having to guess. Ignore the silver, pay attention to the black edges, and hopefully that'll be where it needs to be. All right. So now, got that all set. Now let's go ahead and adjust my silver piece on the inside. Let's see how easily it comes off my acetate. Ooh, yay, I'm so happy it's coming off nice and easily. So it's supposed to frame my front focal piece, of course. That's the goal. So I don't want to have it framed all, off kilter, right? It's so elegant, that would just kind of ruin it. And then this is my challenge. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this. Try turning it over and getting it on there in the back. Let's see. Okay, and then let's see if this works. I'm just going to go ahead and shut it. I'll shut it just on the side, and then let's look at the front. See if it looks pretty square. Ooh, I think it'll work. I think that's going to work. So there's my little nifty trick. Okay, so now you can see, oh my goodness, you can see through the back. What am I going to do about that? Well, I have a solution. Got a plan for it. So for the back side, I've got just a piece of white cardstock, and I have adhesive on the back side of this one as well. And I'm just going to place that. It's sized to be exactly the same size as my silver foil. So it's going to cover up the back and, make it look pretty again, right? So you can't see that inside. So there we go. And then I have another piece of white because on the inside we're seeing all that adhesive in there. So that's one of the issues, of course, with using acetate for your card base is that, it's see-through. But I did the same little trick. I'm just going to put that on the inside. So this is super easy. No problem. So there we go. Oh, and I put adhesive on the middle. Now, keep that in mind, right? You don't want to have adhesive on the middle. Oh, no, I have another solution. Of course, I have to cover that up too. I have a plan for everything. I just can't remember sometimes what I do. All right, so I don't want to see that inside frame, right? I want to have a spot that I can write on the inside. So I have another piece of white that should lay right on the center over the silver and should be directly under the focal piece so that it's hidden on the outside. There we go. There we go. My white on the back to hide, white on the inside so that I have my little silver frame, and the white on that inside to cover the adhesive. And there we go. Almost there. We have a sentiment to put on here, and then we are all set. Isn't that pretty? It's so elegant. That gold and silver. So pretty. What do you guys think? I need to hear from you guys. I'm not talking to you guys enough now. Too preoccupied with my card. Is anybody super excited about this season of, what is it called? Fortune. Something. I can't remember the name of it anymore. Symbols of Fortune. Anybody excited about this Symbols of Fortune paper? I just think it's gorgeous. The stamp set is really pretty too. Okay, so I have now taken the sentiment that I wanted to use that fits in this die. There we go. Let's see if we can read it in here. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. Just had to send you a card, right? Oh, Suzanne, I'm so excited that you love the card. I think it's elegant as well. I thank you, Melissa. I'm so glad you like it. Yay. Did you lose the stitching of the brushed metal? The stitching was supposed to be covered up. I only cut out the center so that I would not waste all of that paper being hidden in behind. Because this specialty paper on the inside, you only get one 12 by 12 sheet in a pack, and it's pretty darn beautiful. So that was just my my economizing on my special paper. I didn't do that with the gold. You know, the gold you get 2 sheets in a pack. So anyway, so I heat embossed my sentiment, and I just think this sentiment is such a sweet, lovely sentiment. Basically, I'm sending you a card because I just had to. Basically, I couldn't wait for a special occasion. So I have heat embossed that in gold, and of course die cut it. And then I've got dimensionals on the back side. I've already added them and taken off the backings. And I made sure to leave this part so that it didn't have any dimensionals because that's going to hang off the right-hand side. So it's going to go right here at the top. And just hang off a little bit onto the silver. And it's just a subtle little elegant card with a fun twist with the acetate or the window sheets. So this is one of the things I want to point out here is, as I mentioned, this was my card for the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. Uses the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper, which is gorgeous, but it's gone, like I said. So this is a perfect example of how it's very, very easy, a lot of times, to take a design and to remake it, right? I didn't even have to change out too many of the elements. Of course, I had to change my backing layer and do a different color for my sentiment piece. I chose gold embossing instead of the silver because it went better with this particular one, I thought. But super easy peasy, right? Hi, Julia. Good to see you. So, yeah. So if you ever buy one of the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundles, or if you buy any tutorial bundle from anybody, really, try to, think outside the box, right? You don't necessarily have to have exactly what the person used to create their card. Oftentimes, it's really easy to make some quick, small changes and and you're all set with making your own version, right? So it just becomes your own thing in that situation, which is always lovely. All right, so I am all set. I'm all done with my demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around, say a couple quick reminders and a little goodbye, and let you start preparing for your New Year's celebrating, which is what? Tomorrow is New Year's Eve? I can't even believe it. Okay, my camera's like way high. Let's bring it down a little bit. All right. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are doing something special for New Year's Eve. Shout out if you are. We're usually pretty quiet and hanging out. My husband and I, my daughter's here. Like I said, she's been sick, so she doesn't have any plans. So we might just be like, eating together and hanging out. Who knows if we'll even make it to midnight. But I'm kind of excited because guess what? I like 2022. Like having 3 2s in there is somehow very, very fun to me. So anyway, just a couple quick reminders. So of course, don't forget, if you are interested in my product shares, you want to check them out, please go check them out on my website. You only have a few more days to reserve them. January 2nd, again, is the deadline for that. And Maker's Mojo, if you want to find out more about that, that's under the events tab on my website, Melissa's Crafting Treehouse. And I am doing this early bird special. It is not noted on my website because I just made this decision today to do an early bird special. And so the date again is January 7th to register and pay for January 7th for Maker's Mojo. And you'll get a make and take kit in the mail for my project. So one project is what I'm planning for. And so you'll be ready and set to go to make it if you want to. And let's see, what else can I tell you? If you're not familiar with Maker's Mojo, we have 5 presenters, 10 presentations, all live. back to back all day. It's going to be 10 a.m. until we have like 8:45 is kind of the plan for this time. We'll have an hour break in the middle just so that you guys can breathe. And it's a lot of fun. You get PDFs for each of the presentations, access to the recorded videos after the fact. We do incentives and prizes for sharing and albums. We did bingo back in October. We're not going to do that this time. It's just going to be just prizes for prizes' sake, and there will be some incentives for sharing and commenting on posts and that sort of thing, entries into drawings for those things. So it's a ton of fun, just lots of creative inspiration, and we will be using products. We're focusing on the January-June mini catalog, but it'll also include celebration items and some things from the annual catalog, you know, depending on what inspires people. But it's just tons of fun. So anybody, if you've been, comment here and let people know how wonderful it is, and let me know if you have questions, and go find out that information. So on my website. So anything else? Yeah, don't forget to buy the things that are retiring, and get excited for the new January to June mini catalog. I am super excited. So I just have to say, this is just a quick little aside. I have been reading some comments from demonstrators, naysayers about this upcoming catalog, and I just say poo on that. There is always something fun in every catalog. You don't have to love 80% or 90% of it. You don't even have to love 50% of it. Even if you love, 10%, there's always something fun to create with. And if there's something that you're not sure about, the challenge is creating with it, and then you have that much more satisfaction from creating something that you had to work a little bit harder for maybe to figure it out. So poo-poo the naysayers. It's a great catalog. That's what I say. Think positive, right? And use it as an excuse to stretch and expand your horizons on the creative front. That's what I say. So there's going to be, I'm excited. There's some really great things in the catalog that I love. So anyway, that wraps it up for me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's, safe travels. If you're traveling, stay healthy. Those are all the most important things, and spread love everywhere you go. Those are my words of wisdom. So, or whatever they are. So, Happy New Year, everybody. And we will see you back in 2 weeks. My next Facebook Live will be January 16th. The projects that you saw today will be on my blog on Saturday, and the video will go live on YouTube on Saturday as well. So, anyway, yes. So Happy New Year. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and being here with me, and allowing me to share what I love with you guys. Yay. All right. Wonderful. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Julia.